You've heard it a million times, write a book, write a book, write a book, and that's gonna help you get gigs. But do you really need a book?
How'd you do that?
I see that success is not something you pursue, it is something you are.
Just because you have a book doesn't mean you're gonna get hired. This question is kind of like asking, if I'm a great singer, then will I make it in the music industry? It's just a bad question. You still have to do other things in order to make it. And then once you made it, now you have to do things to stay on top. Having a best-selling book can obviously get you more speaking gigs, but getting it to be best-selling is a whole new ballpark. You know, a book can position you as an expert, it can position you as an authority to help you get more gigs, but there are different levels of your book. The first level is essentially you've written a book, but nobody's ever heard about it. It's never really been on Amazon all that much, and at this level, it's kind of just like, oh, cool, you wrote a book. Next level is where you have a best-selling book. A best-selling book is where you essentially, it's on Amazon and bam, it's been best-selling for a little bit and you can officially say my book has been best-selling. At that point, it's like, oh, that's cool. But it still doesn't necessarily mean you're gonna just randomly fill up your entire speaking schedule. The top level is the granddaddy of all granddaddies. This is the part where not only is it best-selling, but everyone's heard about it. This is the 4-hour work week. This is the Think and Grow Rich. This is the rich dad, poor dad type status. Once you get to this status, now it's like, hell yeah. At this point, of course, you get booked, you get higher fees and all that stuff because you're like a celebrity at this point. People hire speakers because of the great presentations, not because of their books. The only reason a speaker gets hired because of their book is because they're a Tim Ferriss. It's because they wrote The Rich Dad, Poor Dad. That's the only way you're gonna have a book and get booked more often. And writing a book doesn't position you as an expert, you position you as the expert. I'll be honest, I don't have a book and I get booked more often than almost every speaker I know with a book. And the only reason is because all I do all day, every day is just market myself. If you market yourself and you don't have a book, you will get booked. But if you have a book and you don't market yourself, you will sit at home wondering why people aren't booking you. But this question is also kind of like asking, what's better, inbound marketing versus outbound marketing? Both of them work. But if you get inbound marketing to work more often and to work better, now it's kind of like people are coming to you rather than you going to them. So if you do get that 4-hour work week, if you do get the Rich Dad, Poor Dad, then people start coming to you with higher speaking fees, you get more gigs. On the other hand, companies like Salesforce built their entire business on outbound marketing. Well, they built most of their business on outbound marketing. Either way, you just have to make sure you're marketing yourself. It's not about, does a book help me get gigs? It's about, are you marketing yourself? And a book is part of that if you want it to be. You don't need it, but it's something, if you have it, it's cool.